There's a brand new way to make FU money on YouTube in 2025. Nobody has talked about this yet. You can see this channel here made over $1 million in the last 28 days. This is untapped. There's only a couple people doing this right now, but they're monopolizing the market. So you have to get it now before it gets too saturated when this blows up later in 2025. This channel right here is essentially just a clips channel for a streamer, meaning the streamer picked out any random guy to go to his streams, clip up some of the best parts that are about 2 minutes long, then just re-upload them to YouTube. You can do this too. Now, why listen to me? I'm Belmont, also known as Serum, which is this channel. I've made over $2 million from AdSense, and it's all from long form content. Now, the channel that's making $1 million a month is Asmon Gold. Now, you don't have to worry about finding a large streamer to do this with. Here's another example, Live Speedy, I Show Speed. It's no surprise his channel's making over 150 grand a month just from re-uploading clips. Same deal here. As you see his long form RPM, it's saying $3.50, but it's more like $5 to $10, which means this is probably $500,000 plus a month easily. Here's one of my videos just to give you a rough idea of RPM. It has about 8 million views. It's 8 minutes long, and it has $27,000 for the earnings. I do have mid-rolls in there. Here is another example, $7,000 for 1.5 million views, which gives me an RPM of $4.63. So it says Kaisinat's making $3.50, but if we go to his videos, we can see that they're around 30 minutes to 2 hours long on average, meaning he should at least have a $10 RPM, which would mean the revenue for the past 28 days should be more like $600,000. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm not going to be able to re-upload huge streamer clips, and yes, that's probably the case, but what you can do is find smaller streamers to do this with. Here's an example of this. This person is still pulling 5,000 views a video, but the kicker here is most of them are around an hour long, which is going to give you a $10 RPM on average. All you have to do is go to Twitch or Kick or any other streaming site and just scroll down and find any channel that's pulling any amount of viewers, but there's a new way to do this. I made a video about the old method before. Here's the new one. As you see here, this is Jason the Ween VODs. What is a VOD? Well, it's basically a whole entire stream re-uploaded to YouTube. Look at how long these videos are. 5 hours, 5 hours, 2.5 hours. I mean, 130,000 views on a video this long is gonna get you about a $20 RPM. This channel only pulls 20,000 views of video, typically speaking, and as you can see here, the revenue is $10,000 for just 500,000 views. You can make 10K a month doing this. But here's where the strategy gets better. What you want to do is upload streaming clips, like very short ones, 30 seconds to 1 minute long, just like this. In this 40-second video, only about half of it is a huge retention spike. Let's play this real quick so you see what I'm talking about. Stable takes his hat and he gets punished for it. And as you can see, there was the retention spike there. No surprise there. Here's another example of the type of streaming clip you should be uploading. This video is only 20 seconds long and over half of it is a retention spike on its own. Here's the last example. As we see here,
you single?
He's asking if she's single with her boyfriend. What you don't want to do is upload clips like this. As you see, they're 10 minutes and really they're not interesting at all. You either want to make a really short one that's heavy hitting or just upload the whole entire VOD to make a ton of money. So do this. These are a bunch of 30-second to 1 minute clips that are heavy hitting. This is exactly what I'm talking about, and they get a ton of views. There's so many moments like this you could upload that haven't already been uploaded, and it could be by the biggest streamers like Speed, Kaisina, Aiden Ross, XQC. There's so many moments. Just look through their VOD and you'll find like 10 or 20 of them. I mean, just check out this channel who uploaded 2 videos, is monetized, and has 185,000 subscribers, 41 million views on this. Pay close attention to this title, Clips That Made I Show Speed Famous. For any streamer, you can make this video. Here's proof that this format works. Clips that made Kaisinat famous, right? Here's another one. But there's a problem with uploading these short clips. You don't make much money, right? So how do you fix this? You combine on the same channel VODs and those heavy hitting 30-second clips. What do I mean by this? Well, you re-upload the entire stream, which could be 5 hours long, and then another video would be a 30-second clip from that stream. And then in that 30-second clip, you want to add an end screen to the VOD. So if you get 100,000 views on the little clip, which is pretty easy, you can at least funnel 5,000 of those into the VOD, which is 5 hours long, which is going to get you $20 per 1,000 views, which right there is already $100. This right here is the secret sauce and the new way you could be making this type of money without having to get in contact with a streamer that big, because you don't need permission for this. A channel like this is the classic old way of doing this method, and they aren't even doing the method because it didn't exist. They're just doing the uploading streaming clips, and honestly, the most they're gonna get is like 20,000 views a video. They're still making, I would say, $3,000 to $4,000 a month. Again, the RPM here is so low for some reason. This channel is doing the old school method as well, which I don't recommend doing, but they are making 10 grand a month, so it's not bad. But if you want to make the serious money, you have to be doing this method. Now, here's where it gets even better. You can even do shorts on this channel. Now, when I say those 30-second clips, I don't mean make a short. I mean make an actual horizontal YouTube video. That way you can make money from it, right? You can at least make a $2 RPM. Here's a good example. You can get literally almost 100 million views on shorts doing these streaming highlight clips because your content already is that. You don't want to post completely different shorts on the same channel that's not related, but it's perfectly related and in line with the content that you're posting long form. So you can funnel, then you could promote your long form videos on the short with the YouTube feature, which will funnel views directly into your VODs. So even if you just capture 1% of the views from a short, funneling them into a 5-hour long video is going to make you ridiculous money. So combining shorts with this method is super overpowered. You don't need permission from the creator. You don't have to contact a huge streamer. You just got to do it yourself. And this is an easy way to make at least 10K a month, and you could get monetized. In 2021, I made almost $900,000 just from one channel. If you want to learn more, click the link in the description, get the YouTube Bible. Unfortunately, you won't be able to get one of these big ones, but you can get the new small one.